There are three types of drunks that you should never live with. And if you happen to be living with one, well, congratulations, I guess. Your nervous system has been doing CrossFit for years, but no one's warned you until now. Most people think that whatever situation that they're dealing with is unique. No, you're dealing with a species, a whole classification of drunk that behaves the same in every house, like they all went to the same damn training camp. And once you see the pattern, you can stop blaming yourself for their shit show and start recognizing that this is who they really are, with or without your sanity being attached. So let's jump in. The first type is the mean drunk. We all know this one. The drunk who turns into a human chainsaw for no reason at all. This one, that's very easy to spot. They drink, they transform into a loud, mean wrestler on WWE. One sip, normal. Two sips, they get tense. Three sips, it's who left the damn lights on in 2009. And four sips, well, that's a full emotional cage fight. Living with a mean drunk is like living with a tornado that insults you while destroying the house. Every little thing becomes a fight. You left a spoon in the sink, they attack you. You start breathing wrong. They blame you for being overdramatic and disrespectful. You're just standing there. Now they're pissed that you even exist. Living with a mean drunk is like living with a rattlesnake who blames you for being venomous and poisonous. And tactically, there's no way around it. You cannot reason with a mean drunk. Logic bounces off of them like Nerf bullets off of a tank. A mean drunk doesn't hear the facts, doesn't want to hear them. They only hear the vibes, the tone, the energy, imaginary results that you didn't even think about. They will twist the entire conversation into craziness where you are somehow the villain and the bad guy, even though all you did was ask where the remote is. So what's your strategy? You distance, you detach, no debates, no explanations. Talk to them in a way that you talk to an angry raccoon. Slow movements, neutral voice, and yes, have an exit plan. A mean drunk doesn't ruin evenings, they ruin identity. And after enough encounters, you start wondering if maybe you are actually the problem. Relax and hear me. You're not the problem. No, you are not. They're just a drunk with inner demons and zero emotional breaks. Let's move on. Type 2, the victim drunk, the drunk who cries while turning your life into a dumpster fire. This is the emotional magician. They destroy peace and then convince you to feel bad for them. This drunk doesn't yell at all. They wilt, they crumble, they sigh so dramatically Shakespeare would ask them to tone it down. Living with a victim drunk is like being held emotionally hostage by some sad balloon. And here's how you know. They apologize constantly, but the change, that never shows up. What's their favorite line? I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying. Yeah? Well, so is my Amazon package, but it still hasn't come to the house yet. Every time you bring up their behavior, they'll go straight to their childhood trauma, their stress, their pain, their exhaustion, basically the emotional version of throwing Legos all over the floor so you hesitate before walking forward. Victim drunks are excellent at guilt. Their guilt is like emotional Velcro. It sticks to everything. But this is the tactical truth. Victim drunks don't want help. They want a witness to observe the suffering and reassure them that nothing is actually their fault. They drain you without raising their voice. You think you're the one supporting them, but you're really enabling Olympic level self-pity. Their superpower is convincing you that you leaving would be bad. It would be cruel, while their staying is slowly killing you from the inside. So what do you do about this? Stop being their emotional therapist. Stop being the rescue ranger. Stop softening the consequences for their behavior. Let the emotional bills land in their damn mailbox for once, because if you don't, you will drown in problems that were never yours to begin with. All right, it's time for the final drunk, and that is the Houdini drunk. Now you see them, now they're gone, now they're pretending that nothing ever happened. This is the disappearing drunk, the escape artist, the magician of avoidance. Living with a Houdini drunk is like trying to have a stable relationship with a smoke cloud. Here one minute, then they're gone the next, back eventually with zero explanation and a vibe that suggests that you overreacted for caring whether that they were dead or alive. You know this type if you've paced, if you've waited, if you've called, texted, checked locations, and Googled, can adults be kidnapped? While they were probably singing karaoke at a bar like some feral Disney character. And the worst part, when they come home, they act confused about why you're upset. Like you're the dramatic one for being worried about where they were outliving their mystery life. The truth about this is that the Houdini drunk trains you to question your sanity. They create instability and then blame you for reacting to that instability. They vanish during conflict, they vanish during responsibility, and they disappear when accountability walks into the room. But here's where it hurts the most. You start thinking that it's you, that you're clingy, that you're anxious, that you're the one that needs to chill out. No, you're just reacting normally to a grown adult who behaves like a teenager trying to avoid doing his job or doing his homework. Your strategy? Stop chasing smoke. Stop babysitting. Stop being the one person search and rescue team for someone who doesn't want to be found. Refuse to anchor yourself anywhere. Refuse to anchor yourself to someone who refuses to dock anywhere long enough to behave like an actual partner. Because the Houdini drunk doesn't just disappear from the house, they disappear from responsibility, commitment, and yes, reality. Each drunk destroys a different part of you. The mean drunk destroys your safety. The victim drunk destroys your self-worth. The Houdini drunk, they destroy your stability. And this is the savage truth. None of them get better just because you sacrifice your sanity. None of them wake up one morning magically fixed because you cried softly enough the night before. Loving them harder won't fix it. Explaining more won't fix it. Yelling at them won't fix it. Staying longer won't fix it. And no, being patient, that's not going to do anything either. All it does is it makes you an emotional partner for someone who refuses to clean up any part of their own mess. But once you see the type of drunk that you're dealing with, you stop taking personal and responsibility about the chaos and start strategizing around it. You start building a plan because this isn't about whether or not they're a bad person. This is whether if you can keep living in a psychological demolition zone without losing your damn mind. Here's a phrase that I want you to tattoo into your heart. You can't save anyone who drinks to avoid saving themselves. I'll say that again. You can't save someone who drinks to avoid saving themselves. Your only job is clarity, having boundaries, self-respect, momentum, and peace. Everything else is their responsibility. And if this episode cracked something open in you, please subscribe to the channel. And if you need help, go to flinchnomore.com and learn about the guide that I made on surviving drunks, addicts, manipulators without losing your sanity. We'll help you breathe again. And when you're ready for the next punch of truth, watch my next episode. Check it out. You'll thank yourself later. We'll talk soon.